There we go.
Ha!
Welcome to a very special lunchroom. Special because today I will be hosting, but still lunchroom because we'll still be talking shit. My name is Jason Radovan. With me is the 16-time undisputed champion of the World Living Room Wrestling Federation, my big brother, Jeffrey Radovan.
Hey man, how's it
How you
going?
doing, dude?
I'm chilling.
Right on. What's up? You're looking tan.
Yeah, I did a bit of work. Was outdoors yesterday, so I'm a little bit burnt.
Okay, that's wonderful. You know him, you love him. He's the yin to my yan yan, justinchung.com. What's up? What's up, Justin? You got some arguments? You got some shit to say to me today?
I think we'll have stuff to say.
All right.
It'll be fun.
Very good. Awesome. And coming back to this international gathering of players, it's the Hollywood kid from Ohio, Mr. James Robinson. What's up? What's up, James? How you doing?
How's it going? Good. I noticed you're missing your Hawaiian shirt today.
What? Oh shoot! Oh, whoa! Hold on! Sorry. Oh,
You're breaking the fourth wall.
Sorry. I was super focused on. Oh god.
Dude, we've had this conversation before. Does Batman leave the cave without his cape?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Magnum
God,
PI
it
does not leave the island without a shirt.
Jesus, this special episode is starting to. It's kind of rocky in the beginning, but I think we're gonna be okay. Who am I at? Who I just introduced right now? James. Okay, so I'm on. Okay. What's lunchroom without the smooth operator, the sweetest taboo, Mr. Skylar Brown?
Perfect. Great intro.
Right.
It's great to be back, Jason.
I mean, I didn't give that to you. Like that was given to me by Friday. And
Glad you could
finally,
join us.
thank you for joining us, Sky. Last but not least, who better to class up this joint than the classiest broad this side of the internet, my sister-in-law, and current undisputed champion of that household, Miss Caitlin Brown.
Hello, gentlemen.
What's up? How we all doing today on this beautiful Thursday? You know, we have a lot of things to cover. I know. The keynote just happened, Tuesday, something like that, and they announced some shit. Jeff, would you like to tell us what they?
Yeah, so Apple came out on Tuesday, did their September event, as they have come to do pretty much on the dot the first couple weeks in September. They announced, first off, bigger than bigger, the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. This actually came at the front of the announcement, was essentially oh yeah, we all knew that you were expecting it, here are your bigger iPhones, here they are. Then they announced an Apple payment system, which leverages NFC, similar to what we have on Android, and some debit cards. And then they also announced a new product, the Apple Watch, which is certainly something that's been on for some time.
He started already.
There's a look at the Apple Watch, the long rumored Apple Watch, I should say. It's basically a little companion device, your iPhone. They've got a bunch of customizable bracelets. It's got this digital crown, looks on a standard watch, and you'll use that as kind of a navigation. It's the home button, and it also kind of moves through the interface. So that's kind of the Apple Watch. Well, we're not going to go too far into the details in terms of all the specs and what have you. There's a million resources to get that. So
But
we want to know.
Yeah, we can tell you how ridiculous it is,
Oh,
or at least
no.
what
In relative to other smartwatches, I don't consider it that much weirder or worse.
But as your thing to to kind of headline your keynote, I don't know. I just don't think the
No,
watch is
that was not their
headlining.
headline. That was not the headline of their keynote. That was the one more thing part of their keynote.
Dude, the
Yeah, but
one
that
more
was the
thing is
big
the
thing.
headliner, man.
Right.
Well, okay. But they didn't open with it. I mean, that's generally what you call a headliner, like the opening band.
No, nowadays,
No,
though,
that's
the
opening
footnote,
band.
the footnote
yeah.
is the thing that people
Yeah.
are paying attention to.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. In
They
terms of like,
headline. I feel like they headline with their opening band.
That's
Exactly
why we
like
stay
that.
after the credits for movies, because we want to see that one more thing. That's what everybody's
Exactly.
waiting for.
but that's still not the headline.
But that's what you want.
That's true. That's true.
You worked
Listen,
towards
if we're
that.
not having an
What I wanted
argument
was that
semantics, we
U2
can call
album.
it the anchor. It was the one thing that everyone was waiting on. The one
Right.
thing that
That's
hung
true.
his hat.
Okay, I'll do it. Yes, I agree.
Oh shoot! A new challenger has entered. Abel, are you there? I just see your thumbnail.
Nope.
See Abel.
I don't see
Huh?
Abel.
You don't see Abel?
No, he's there.
I see him in the room.
I see the
him in
thumbnail.
room. All right, we're gonna give him a little second to
Back in
warm up
the
because
terms of use thing, the whole yes,
Yeah.
I give Skynet permission.
yeah, we gotta go. It's gotta go to space and back. But are you gonna buy this? Are you gonna buy this thing?
I'm gonna buy this thing.
You're gonna buy the watch?
I'm gonna buy the thing. I like the thing.
Well, you guys know my position on wearables, right? I mean, like for me,
You
it's,
love that.
Well, no, I actually prefer it on my face instead of my wrist. But I will consider the smartwatch because it. I mean, like now that I've used wearables, I really hate handheld devices. I really don't like phones. I mean,
Yeah,
I do
it's hard
like
to
phones,
hold
but-
stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to hold stuff. I mean, you guys, if you guys follow me on social media, you know that I get all messed up when I have to have a handheld device. And like, what do I do? I only have one hand now. What's going on in here?
Easy. Have more hands. Duh. Come on, man. Be
Just get them
Goro.
grafted on there. That's all you
Yeah,
Pretty
need.
soon you're just gonna touch your earlobe to answer a call anyway.
I know.
Dink.
Dude, it's like Futurama. They're gonna
Yeah.
have that implant. I think
You don't have to touch anything. You either voice it or you use an eye gesture.
I don't like that. What if I just want to say "Okay, Google" and I don't want my phone to come on, or I don't want a picture taken?
Right? You can have it that. You don't. It doesn't have to happen.
You can reprogram the phrase from OK Google. That's just the default.
I'm just
right?
saying
So
I can
could
say the phrase and it just
banana,
happens to
banana.
come on.
Yeah, dude. So
You don't know how often I say that.
I was biking home. I was biking home last
Okay,
night.
Google all the time, right?
So I had last night. I was talking with a friend about the watch. I was biking home drunk, and I had this thought kind of dawned over me, like you know when you're at a table with someone and their phone is out and then they get a message or they get something and you kind of like look at it, and it's kind of rude to do that, but it's kind of like this weird instinct to do. Aren't you gonna kind of get the same sort of thing with the watch if your hand is on the table, you get a message and it's just gonna be another one of those your device is going off, you got
Yes,
something
that
you got
potentially
something
could,
wrong.
that potentially could happen if you don't have the discipline to ignore it.
Wait.
I
It's all a
don't have
Pavlovian
discipline.
response. It's all a Pavlovian response. No matter what, now you're going to look at your phone. If you hear something ding or you hear the phone ring, you're going to go answer it.
I know.
Isn't that just what's gonna happen again?
Yeah.
Like
No,
even
that
on-
doesn't
even
happen to
on
everyone.
on
That
a
doesn't-
higher level.
Look, hold on. Look, I have in my pocket 2 phones, and I wear
Drug
this.
dealer?
And I wear this, right? I can totally ignore the notifications if I don't want to. And also, you can set like custom with the watch. You can set like custom vibrations, so you actually don't have to look at it to know whether you got a tweet or a Facebook notification or an email, that sort of thing.
That sort of discipline, I don't have the confidence in people to have that sort of discipline.
Okay. When you're talking about people in general, yes, that concerns me also.
Yeah.
If someone crashing their bike because they're looking at their watch, was one of the reasons I'm kind of, concerned about this whole movement. So talking about biking, the one thing that's cool about it is that it gives you haptic feedback. So when you have directions on your watch, you don't have to look at it. It vibrates differently whether you need to turn left or right.
And
That I like.
And that's great, but like I'm talking about like just the social, like how that's gonna affect like social interaction. Jeff, you can translate this better than you can translate what I'm saying.
I understand the concern, but I just don't know how much worse this is comparable to this. Like, I mean, it's the same.
I don't know, dude.
Basic
You're
action.
gonna have this.
Yeah,
stuff
okay,
like-
we should actually save this for another episode because I have a lot to say about people being distracted by technology.
I am shocked.
On a special episode of Lunchroom.
Right. No, I'm serious.
Abel, I see him.
Abel.
I see
you made
Abel!
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us. I'm sorry, this is just instinct.
do it. Just
All around us and Star Wars writer.
Your sound. All right. Your sound cut out, but we'll finish that. Reporting live from the city of post-1997 San Angeles and employed relayer of Star Wars canon, Mr. Abel G. Pena.
There he is. Hey, Abel.
You're on
Yeah.
mute.
He's
You're on
muted.
mute. You're on mute. Abel.
Oh, there he is.
There you go.
There he is.
All right. Hey, Abel, just in time. We're ready to move on to the next story, which is actually big news for you, I believe.
It is.
The new rumor, or the new villain that's rumored to be in the next Star Wars is a character that you wrote. Is that correct?
We don't have Abel's audio right now.
Oh,
Oh, that's a shame.
So we're gonna work
Can't
on
hear
it.
you, Abel.
How's your sign language?
How quickly can you write on a whiteboard?
That's very, very fast.
Or he could text it to you, Kate, and you can see
still
what
nothing.
he's
nothing.
typing.
Perfect.
Oh man.
Oh man, this is some episode 1 blues.
Nonsense.
It's like the clip show. This is episode 5. We're at the clip show. Hey, remember when this shit used to happen? So that's cool. But Justin, do you know about anything about Darth Ruin? Are you following the fan fiction at all?
A fan? No, I'm not.
Oh, no, sorry, not
trying-
the. Oh, I'm sorry. Woo!
The official canon.
official-
Not
the
fan
official-
fiction.
No,
is
no.
not-
This is
that's
the,
Yeah,
the
I know
real
what he's
stuff.
asking, and
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I try to stay away from all the spoilers.
Yeah.
We had this discussion in a previous episode. I don't like to know what's going on in the movie, and in terms of my own Star Wars work, I can't talk about what I've been told.
I mean, I think that's crazy.
Mysterious.
Yeah, it's cool that they have a new baddie. Like, I mean, they were gonna have to do it, but it's cool that our very own Abel G. Penn, was the one to pen this guy.
that is pretty
Here's
cool.
what I'm hoping though. I really don't want to see another Darth Maul. Was Darth Maul a baddie?
I thought he was.
Came up, fought a couple guys. There's nothing. I mean, there was nothing.
He was a henchman.
truly
Let's
Sith
be honest.
E.
He was a henchman.
He was a pawn in a
but I
much
mean,
larger
how
game.
Yep.
How do they paint other henchmen though? You go and you shoot a little kid in the face. Like,
Yeah.
all right, that guy's bad.
He's bad. He's bad.
So I hope they can do something like that, like they did with Vader in the movie whose name shall not be mentioned. They really had a scene in there where, like, wow, Vader is a bad dude.
He's a
Young
baddie.
Vader.
There's a reason he's a
Yeah.
baddie.
And I'm hoping they can do that with this one as well.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with that. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what else is going on over in Geekland. Oh, did you guys see the new picture of Vision? Did you see this leaked photo of Vision?
Of what?
Vision.
The Vision. He's
The
a
Vision.
character. He's a Marvel comic character, probably
Yeah.
for the Avengers movie.
Ah.
Yes. Have you
Yes.
guys seen this photo? What are you thinking about how this is shaping up?
I'd like to see it. Can we see it?
Jeff, can you pull that one up?
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
it is. right there.
that's actually the viewers at home are seeing it right now.
Okay.
This is the image. You'll see that it's covered with a bunch of kind of thumbnail watermarking as a sideshow. Thank you. So this was not an intended release, but here it is, and it's out there. The internet
It
is
might
forever.
be intended. It's
I
just
was
not
gonna
official.
say. Yeah, it's not official.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Oops.
dude. I
I let this information out.
The only way stuff gets out anymore. It's all about the leaks.
Controlled.
I kind of dig it, man. Like, I am excited for Avengers. I'm excited for everything that's kind of like coming out of that. And after seeing Vision, that I didn't know how much that would kind of determine how I felt about Avengers until I saw it. Like, it's pretty faithful. They are really good about being faithful, and just kind of seeing Vision in kind of come to life in this way. It's got me pretty stoked. Like,
What do you
my
think
own-
about
The
what would
uninformed,
you say?
can you briefly explain who
Thank you.
Vision is?
Skylar, thank you.
The Vision sorry, Scott. Well, Vision is this is coming from Wikipedia. Vision is the name of a number of fictional characters. He is an android and a member of the Avengers. So he's like
okay.
their Red Tornado,
Got it.
who is also in I realize who I'm talking to. Red Tornado is another. He's a
I know who that
DC
is.
android.
I know who that is. That's
It's
fine.
nothing. It's nothing.
He was also the original Human Torch.
He was.
Really?
I believe that was the origin. He was based off like the original Human Torch was also an android, and then
Really?
somehow
Today
he's
I
linked to the Vision.
learned.
I know. I did not. I didn't know that. Human Torch. Because I know that there was.
I think. I mean, I'll have to look it up because it's been a while since I followed that particular history.
Okay. Yeah. I know that Human Torch did come out as a like he was a standalone character before he was a character with the Fantastic Four. But
That's because there were two of them. I mean, the first one, the Golden Age Torch was an android. It was an experiment, and then Johnny Storm was the second Human Torch, and he's unrelated to the first one.
yeah.
Check, and this is interesting. You'll see his powers right here on the wiki page. His abilities, he's got some of the basics: flight. He's got solar energy projection. Also listed computer/IT network interfacing. Didn't know that was one of.
He is the
Vision's
IT
abilities.
superhero.
You know, and that might work because Ultron is kind of a robot. So
Okay.
That works,
Also,
it's out there.
yeah. Another picture was posted online. Just a better view of the Batmobile from Zack Snyder. I don't know if you guys. What was that? Jay, what was that?
I just. It's an old argument. I just can't see Ben Affleck as the new Batman.
No,
Sorry.
I disagree.
we're talking about the
let it come
Batmobile
on.
right now.
That's not the point.
I'm sorry. I think the Batmobile itself, it looks awesome.
It looks weird.
I mean, I
It
looked
looks
at this
weird.
thing.
Why does it look weird?
It looks like a weird trikey triangle thing. I don't know. It's,
Oh, come on.
it's
You're
very
telling me when you
wide.
were 5 years old, you didn't want to be rolling down the block in one of those.
When I was
You would have
5
been
years
the
old, I
coolest
had a
kid.
Barbie Corvette, so no.
You would rock a Barbie Corvette.
It was amazing. It was pretty good. But no, it's very Tumblr-esque. It's very much within, the darkness that we're
Yeah.
looking for here.
Right.
We're running
fits
with the Frank
continuity.
Miller stuff.
I don't think it's a trike. I think that's just forced perspective.
I think it's weird looking. Well, it's a bad picture then.
Oh god, no man! Look at that thing. It's got guns. It's got tires. It's got lights.
No, I'd
That's all
say
you need.
I'd say it's a four-wheel. It's just, if you look at the picture, you can see one of the back wheels off to the left side there. It looks like it's just a smaller axle.
Maybe
guess
you
could
get
say.
maybe you get two tumblers that pop out the front,
Two, and then
and then a
JGL
Robin
is in
pops
one.
out. Yeah, and then a
Yeah.
Robin pops out.
JGL.
Matt Damon leaps from the
Robin.
back.
Oh, all right. All right. Now we're going too far.
We could just stop that train.
It's gonna be fine. Relax. It's gonna be fine.
Is it though?
I think it is. Okay, all right. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this.
Well,
I think it's gonna be okay.
To play
I
devil's
think
advocate, you're
Let's
never
put
really
money
going to
down,
know
man.
unless you see it. So
that's one thing. But the
You
nice
can't-
thing about it too is I think he's a draw. He's somebody that's gonna bring people in who wouldn't be like all excited about a DC movie, who wouldn't want to go see a Batman movie. Like, I gotta see Ben Affleck do this. I don't see any reason not to
Well,
at
well,
this
well,
point.
I
I
agree.
agree with that reasoning.
Yeah.
And I also think he's going to do it justice. I mean, he's got a respect for the character. He's got a background in comic book movies, even though he probably shouldn't
Hey,
talk about that.
Yeah.
dude, I have something to say about that. Recently, I rewatched Daredevil,
As did we.
and you guys watched it too. Okay,
Oh, we did.
good.
We did.
I meant to have it on as background while I'm working, but then I didn't even touch my Cintiq at all. I was just watching this director's cut version of Daredevil, and I have to say, it is not bad. It is not as bad as people think it is.
It's kind of god awful.
Hey,
I think
dude,
it's terrible. I think it's terrible. But you know what? I don't blame Ben Affleck for that movie.
I don't either.
dude, no. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
He did pretty well with what he was given.
Okay, let me tell you why it was great. Let me tell you why it's the greatest movie. Let me tell you why it's better than Citizen Kane. It was theatrical release. That a lot was definitely cut. There's an entire subplot that was cut from the director's cut, and a lot more violence in the director's cut. There are longer fight scenes. They're not martial artists. I get that, but I mean, it still plays out like a Hong Kong action movie. I don't know. It's like very flowery.
I disagree with that.
Okay, so
Very
Jeff,
good.
what do you guys say? Is better than
Iron
Citizen Kane?
Monkey. It's like
Jeff?
an Iron Monkey.
Do not compare that to Iron Monkey. I'm gonna come up
Horrifying.
with
That's
Blasphemy.
horrifying.
Dude,
That's a terrible
are you
thing to say.
Jason is guilty of blasphemy.
Yeah, that's an
Oh,
awful,
that
awful thing
Donnie
to say.
Yen? Oh, okay, I'm just.
Thank you.
No, I'm not saying it's on par. Iron Monkey is up there. Yeah, damn, dude.
It's not on the same scale.
No,
They're
you're
not
something
movies
to
that you
hold.
put. No.
But I'm saying
You don't
it
put these
plays
on the
out-
list.
It
I'm
follows. It follows certain certain attributes of those Hong Kong style kung fu.
I think that's what they were
fantasy
trying to do.
films. It was what they were trying to do, and you can either appreciate it or you don't. And I appreciate it. Okay.
So my only issue with Affleck, and it's been this way for my entire adult life since I watched 10,000 of his movies, is the Hong Kong action stuff is a great example of where he actually fails as an actor. He doesn't have any grime factor. So if you think about back to the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon,
Yeah.
when they go into the little bar area and guys are eating their soup or drinking their drinks or whatever, it was believable that they were there in the time period. Whereas Affleck, you can't really put him in anything other than, you know, his last role as a super clean, super well put together boss with tons of money. I just don't see a role that he could play that has any sort of grime factor. And Batman is one of the grimiest
don't
heroes
know.
in the universe.
He
Have you
pissed his
seen
pants.
what is that?
He
Gone
pissed his pants.
Gone Baby Gone? Is that the one that he does?
Gone Baby Gone. No,
Yeah.
he directed that. But the
But
town.
he was the town. That's the one.
is
He is
Town.
pretty grimy in that. I can
Oh
hand
yeah,
that to him.
it's
That-
very grimy.
I think he has the
He
range. I know that
was-
sounds amazing, but I think he has the range
No,
to do the
he's an
clean
actor.
cut,
His
bossy
job
guy.
is to play different characters.
I don't think that's the issue, though. The thing with Batman is you have to have the balance between those two, and they have to be so separate. But at the same time, it's got to be very continuous. Like there has to be that underlying grime to the Bruce Wayne.
Right.
Right. That's the challenge. I
It's
think,
the
of playing this
nuance.
character. Yeah, and the nuance. I mean, not only do you have to play the duality, but you have to actually make it believable that they're also still the same character.
Correct. Kevin Conroy is the only one that's ever done that.
He's the
I
only
think.
one that he's the
Yeah.
greatest Batman that's ever
ever.
lived.
He's a cool
Period.
guy too.
Have you met Kevin Conroy?
Yeah. I've done a couple press junkets.
Is his voice as beautiful as
Like angels,
Amazing.
vengeful angels.
It's like he doesn't speak; he just sings. He just sings. It sounds like.
Speaking of that, I would recommend. Oh, speaking of that, something to watch.
What?
Is that
I think I know what you're gonna
is that
say.
something that we're going to
What
talk about
What
later?
are you saying?
Are we
what are you
supposed
watching,
to be talking?
Kate? What
What
the
am
hell
I
are you watching?
You know, on Netflix, very recently, an edition that has been put on there. It's something called "I Know That Voice,"
Yep.
and it's by John DiMaggio,
Oh shit! Did that
who
actually?
is yeah,
Fantastic
it's on
documentary.
Netflix. It's phenomenal. It's
Dude.
really
Fantastic.
phenomenal. And
I've
if
been
you're
wanting
interested,
to watch that since the trailer came out. I
Well,
I
it's
just never
on.
knew how to access it. It's on
handle
Netflix
that
now.
business.
It's on
Yes,
Netflix.
it is in new releases. Check
All right,
it
well,
out.
we're gonna end lunchroom right here. I gotta go watch it. No, I'm just kidding.
We should have a viewing party as one of our lunchroom episodes.
That would I would be okay with that. And
Yeah.
then do like a
Commentary.
Commentary,
science,
pause and comment,
was it
maybe
Science
pause
Theater?
and wrestle over an
Mystery
ice
Science Theater,
Mystery Science Theater. Thank you.
Lunchroom Edition. That'd
There
be
you
pretty cool.
go. the lunchroom. Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. So that's on Netflix. What else are you guys watching?
I'm gonna nerd out here for a second. I just got into an anime called Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan.
Oh,
And
Attack on
Yeah,
if you
Not
guys
that's pretty
like anime at all, if you like it at all, I would recommend that series above anything else that's out right now. It's
Cool.
great.
That's what I'm hearing from a lot of people who watch anime, that it's definitely a worthwhile watch.
Now, were you able to watch the English dub, or did they even have an English dub version yet?
They
No,
have
I
an
think-
English dub version. I wouldn't recommend it.
You're a purist.
But however,
Dub, not
I
dub.
have to
That's what
say
people
that
say.
the Japanese version sounds much softer than
Yeah.
the American version. The voice actors are much better. It's just I don't know, personal preference.
Yeah.
Well, because I watched it, and usually Netflix gives you the option between English or the native language. That it was originally produced in. I couldn't find it, and I was like, oh, this is gonna throw me off. I'm not gonna understand what they're saying. But like once you got past that, after the first episode, I got really, really into it, and I was like, oh, this is actually really, really good.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome as well.
Yeah.
I like most things in their original language.
Dude, also on this is freaking the Netflix show. I actually watched BoJack Horseman. Dude, episode 1, we talked about BoJack Horseman, and I finally watched it. James, it sounds like you watched it as well.
Yes.
Did you love it as much as I did?
Thinking back, I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, but I still enjoyed it.
Okay.
I'm always a sucker for Will Arnett just because I think he's really, really funny.
He's a funny guy.
I thought he really fit the role, but at the same time, I was just taken out of it too much because it was like he was trying to... What was that?
Sorry.
Because I thought he was just trying to, try too hard to act like a washed-up celebrity, I guess.
I think he's got a pretty good method acting.
He's not bad at it. He does a pretty good job.
He just can't win.
Will Arnett has a long history now of having pilot shows or shows that run one season and then die a miserable death. That's kind of become his claim to fame. Yeah. He's not quite the washed up guy. He's working.
He's not Bob Saget. I mean that's
exactly
who was supposed to be.
But I think he lends the right je ne sais quoi to the character. I think.
Dude. So like,
what I'm watching on Netflix is actually. Netflix picked up a season of Trailer Park Boys, which actually I got into watching on Netflix, and now they picked it up and they filmed their own season. It's like it basically is on par with something like The Office or Parks and Rec, and just it's all HD quality. The series previously has just always been pretty. Bootstrapped. They shot it with kind of crap cameras, but it's great. It's still hilarious. And
what season are they in? What season does that make?
That's 8, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But
and they've got a movie coming out too.
Well, they have a couple movies under the belt, I thought.
Probably. Well, they have a number of movies that are out, but they've got one coming up.
Yep. That's right.
Oh, okay.
So Trailer Park Boys. So we'll have all those links in the show notes just to make sure everyone can check all of that out. Did we leave anyone out? Justin, what are you watching, man?
I'm not watching anything. I haven't watched anything for months. Been too busy. The last time I watched anything was when I at the beginning of summer I marathoned my way through the first season of Game of Thrones.
Nice.
Actually, I made it partly into season 2 also.
Nice.
It just gets better.
Yes, it's a really great show.
Yes, it does.
So far.
I can't wait.
So I am just going to let Jeff take us out. On that note,
it was the shirt. It threw off the whole mojo for the show. I shouldn't have said anything.
I'm gonna have Jeff take us out.
Oh man, well we appreciate everybody joining us again. Had a couple folks watching. If you have some time to join us for lunch on a Thursday, got nothing going on, hit us up youtube.com/lunchroomshow. Watch us anytime. Click subscribe so that we know that you're watching. We want to keep the show going here. Thank you to everyone. Circle us on Google Plus. Justin, I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thanks everybody for being on the show, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, appreciate it, y'all. Take it easy.
Hey guys.
Yeah,